audience. Welcome again to our training today. I'm happy to have, we're lucky actually to have the Vice President of International Sales here in Utah, Arnauld Nakaha, who's going to be talking to you and updating you on everything with the France launch. So Arnauld, take it away.
All right, thanks. Brilliant. Gonna give it a couple seconds to make sure everybody can join us. If you can join us, give us a thumbs up. We're gonna go ahead and share the Zoom link on the post that I made earlier to make sure that everybody is aware. Obviously, this is available for replay. So if you are on live, give me a thumbs up. Then if you're on replay, how about you put replay? Excited to share a few things about our France launch and some of the plans that we've been, me and the team have been working really hard on in the background. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. I've got a quick presentation that I want to give you. And so the purpose of this is really threefold. Number one, to let you know what the plans are and how you can leverage some of the events that we've put in place for France. Number two, we want to share some best practices, things that have worked in previous launches, and we believe can be scaled to this launch as well. And then third, talk about the next steps. Okay, so let me go ahead and share my page and go over all that with you, all that fun stuff. All right, so let's go ahead and blow this up and get started. So we are going to France. We are working very hard. There's some approvals that we're working on to make sure that everything is ready to go. But we are set to launch towards the second quarter of this year. More information will be shared, okay, as we get closer. There is certain things that are set that I want to share with you guys. So I'm going to just jump right in and talk about first the things that we've learned with our previous launches and things that we believe you can implement with this France launch. Let's start, first of all, talking about France. It's the largest country in Europe. It's the world's fifth largest economy. 66 million people live in France, of which about 40% speak English. And quite a few are clinically obese, and even more that are overweight. You see there the 23.9% of French adults that are clinically obese. And one thing to note is that France is currently the fastest growing nutritional product market in Europe, which obviously our repertoire and our catalog of products will lend itself really, really nicely to France. I'm going to go back here and sort of share the learnings from top coaches from previous launches that we've had. And these are really succinct, and there's going to be a much deeper training for those of you that opt in into the mailing list to stay up to date and to get sort of more in-depth training if you're interested in building the business and expanding your Beachbody franchise in France. So here's a couple of things. Take time to really understand the culture. Obviously, we'd like to believe that everybody thinks the same as all of us in North America or in the UK, if you're watching from the UK, but there's a specific culture and psychology of that new customer base that we're going to be exposed to. The Coach Toolkit has more of that information. It's currently in your back office, and I'm going to put a link to it so you can go to it. Obviously, building relationships, very important. That is really the base of your Beachbody business. Connections with people is incredibly useful. And then during the pre-launch, really focus on building, their belief in you, the company, the products, and themselves. And this I refer to as personal development. While most of us should be engaged in personal development as one of the key vital behaviors, most people are not involved in personal development. So we're going to share ways that will expose them to some of that. But besides us, if you do have followers and people that are interested in joining you, either during the pre-launch with some of the events that we've got or the launch, make sure that you introduce personal development as a key component of what we do, essentially the 4 vital behaviors. And most importantly, the community. Over this past Super Weekend, if you attended a Super Saturday or Sunday or Friday, you know that the community is a key part of what we do. Really, I call it our unfair advantage, right? We know that we've got world-class products. We know that we've got innovative super trainers and a fitness and results team that puts together a great catalog of fitness programs. The third part, which is what is uncommon in the fitness and health and wellness industry, is you as the coach and the communities that you create through your free groups and your challenge groups and pretty soon your bod groups. And so that is a key part of them understanding the full value of what we offer. That is not just a product that we're sharing. That is not just another workout or workout fad that we offer. It's the full solution that we offer, right? So that's some of the learnings that we've learned from our top coaches. Let's go into the market itself and talk about where these consumers are, where most of them interact in terms of purchasing products, and then what their interests are. Okay, so I'm going to share a couple more pages here. Let's go into social media, right? So we always advise to really start at the beginning, which is your friends and your family, right? Your warm market. That's really the people that trust you, the people that believe in you, the people that maybe have followed you. And so if you have any of those, I would tell you really to start with those first before venturing into the vast world of social media. For those of you that have built that basis and then are now interested in, social media, this is where most of your French future customers and prospects and coaches are going to be. Interestingly, you'll see here that YouTube is the most popular platform in France. That's where they consume a lot of information. They use it as a search engine, the same way that we use Google. You can see that it's the #1 social media platform there, followed closely by Facebook. And it's an interesting thing. These are obviously stats that we got from last year, January 2019. I assume that some of them might have changed. We'll update these and get the newest stats from this year. But I'd imagine that they're not far off from what you see here. In third place, Facebook Messenger is more of a messaging app. In third place, you've got Instagram, but Instagram is also, from the studies that we've seen, a fast-growing social media platform. Okay, you'll see WhatsApp there. That one is more used as a communication tool, very similar to Facebook Messenger. Okay. Let's move on to now the type of influencers that we have. And I'm going to share really two types of influencers. You've got your fitness influencers and then your food influencers. These are really a few examples to give you sort of a preview of the type of sharing that they have. Let me stop here before Jessica and Alexandre and all these people get 1,000 follows from everybody watching this. To me, the savvy coach is, yes, going to look at the content that they produce, but more importantly, you're going to look at the followers, their followers. This is part of understanding the market and understanding sort of some of the nuances of that the market is going to offer that are differences that what we offer here, right? And so looking at the followers is going to be a key step that you want to look at. Who are their followers? What questions are they asking? What issues do they face, right? And you will find that a lot of France prospects, customers, and future coaches face the same issues that we face here in North America and in the UK, which is, I'm very busy. I'm a father, a mother. I have a full-time job. I'm involved in my community, and I'm looking for something that is going to give me a solution to my fitness problems. I'm looking for something that is going to help me compensate, from a nutritional standpoint, my diet. I want to make sure that, I live a long, healthy, vibrant life. And let me also pause one more time. the type of consumer and the type of prospect that you find currently wherever you are in North America and in the UK is not going to be much different than what you're going to find there in France. It's going to be someone that that does want to feel good about themselves, that does want to feel good in that, you know, in that sports coat or in that dress, you know, that they bought, right? They do want to feel good, and a part, really what's part and parcel of French, you know, consumerism and culture is, I love the nutritional aspects and obviously the health benefits that I'm going to get from all this, but you better believe I want to look good as well while doing this. We all know that French love products of, you know, luxury type products, right? They are not afraid to spend money. What they'll want to understand and what they need to understand is just what kind of products are you offering, right? What kind of programs are you offering? And what is the science behind all this? And that's part of what we're going to offer as a company. We're going to put together videos that you guys can utilize. Some of these videos are actually in your back office, but we're going to put together some of these videos that explain Shakeology, that explain how our fitness and nutrition all work together in this ecosystem that we've created. And yes, how coaching works as well. That's all part of what we're going to offer. And if you hang on, I'm going to show you a page that has a few of those resources. Here you have food influencers, right? So nutritional influencers. Again, use this as just an example of the type of offering that they have, the type of post that they put together. And we're going to put all that for those of you that obviously are interested. Separate from this, we're going to do a more in-depth training once you sign up to be on the mailing list to teach you how exactly to approach this market based on all these intricacies and nuances, right? But for the most part, I'll tell you, it's the same vital behaviors that are going to work, that are working here, that are going to work there. Okay, let's talk about next steps. Okay, and I'm going quickly. I want to be conscious of time. The first thing, if you haven't already, make sure that you visit teambeachbody.fr. Teambeachbody.fr. That's our France landing page. In this landing page, and I'll navigate quickly, Jennifer Thomas had actually done a training on this page, but I want to show you some functionality that is pretty unique on this page that will help you present Team Beachbody. Really, the next steps ought to be go to this page, check it out, look through it, okay? So I'm actually going to stop the share right now before moving to the next step, show you the page, and then resume the presentation where we will talk more next steps. What are the next steps? Sort of the so what, Arnaud? What do I do with all this? So let me share this landing page with you. Let's navigate through it and show you some of the coolest part of this. So you'll see here, and maybe I should go in English so that the majority can understand. There you go. So it's available in both English and in French, okay? So we're going through the English part of this. You will see here, for those of you that are interested, click on join the mailing list. It takes you down here where you enter your information, and so that we know who is interested in working with us. And please be sure to also send your prospects there so that if interested, they're on the mailing list as well. Okay, so the way that this page is built is really not different than any other landing page you've seen, divided into really the three main segments of what we offer: nutrition, fitness, and support. Here has the Carl Deichler Team Beachbody video. It also has one of the other videos that live here is the network video where we talk about what Team Beachbody is. And let me just go here, navigate over here for you to see.
Comes down to four things.
First, you have to be the proof that our products really work.
And you start by making better food choices.
We have all the programs, tips, and tricks to make it easy. But don't worry, we're not saying to eat less.
There you go. So you guys are familiar with this. Don't need to go through all of that. This is from the open house weekend that we had. So this is a really important video to share with them where it talks about who we are, and that video obviously is available subtitled in French as well. Now, the cooler part, besides the nutrition, it goes over the products. The support goes over what coaching is and what you guys do and how you will help them in your challenge groups to reach their goals, health, fitness, and certainly financial. The part that is that is going to be the most interactive is this part here. And there is actually 4 simple workouts: 6 weeks of the work, morning meltdown, lift 4, and 21-day fix real time. So these are all available for them to try right from this page, okay? Which is an essential part of introducing who we are as Team Beachbody. So if you have prospects, do send them to this page and let them know about the programs that are going to be available for them. And you will notice here it says there is a banner there at the top right, for instance, of Lift 4 that says available in French. That means that in their Beachbody On Demand, on their Beachbody On Demand platform, these will be available dubbed in French for all the French-only speaking customers that you're going to have. And of course, they're going to have the full library, but as new programs are developed, we're going to have them in French, including the next one coming up with Joel Freeman and the 2 great workouts with Elise, Bar Blend, and of course, Samuel. Okay, so important for you guys to know that this page was put together for you as a means for you to present who Team Beachbody is to your prospects. Okay. Let's see. You've got success stories. These are success stories that are very specific, and we chose these ones carefully. You will find that most of your French customers are interested. Again, a lot of them certainly have quite a bit of weight to lose, but a lot of them are looking for what is called sort of lifestyle weight loss, right? You're 10 to 12 pound, with 30 being the most. And so we carefully chose these transformations to highlight just that. Anything beyond that, then it becomes sort of a very American type of company. At least that's what, based on the research that we've done, they've shared with us. So let's talk about next step. And I'm going to close in the next 2 minutes here, so bear with me. Let's talk next steps. So very importantly, we have put this landing page in place, but more importantly, I'm going to fast forward to here. We are going to have pre-launch meetings. These are very simple meetings. These are going to be across these 4 cities. You'll notice that we will start in Toulouse there at sort of southwest of France in Toulouse, then head over to Marseille, then Lyon, and then finish in Paris. We start on a Wednesday. Most of these events, as you'll see here, are in the evening. The event in Toulouse, Marseille, and Lyon. And then the Paris event is on a Saturday, and it's in the afternoon. So these events are going to be, first of all, they're going to be free. For anyone that is interested in attending, obviously your prospects there. There's multiple times that they can choose from. We're going to be, in a room that accommodates probably anywhere from 20 to 30, and we'll run this, around the clocks, the 3 times for the 3 cities there, and then 4 times in Paris, which I anticipate will have the biggest showing there. But certainly we wanted to make it an easy thing for your customers to attend. Number 2, every prospect that is sent over there will get a sample of our products. They're going to get a sample of our products so that they can try it and taste it. Something that we find is very important for the French consumer. They want to taste and try the product before they make the decision, which is why we've got the landing page from a program standpoint, and then these pre-launch meetings for them to try out the products. Okay, so you'll notice those 4. So really, this is sort of the next steps. Let's talk about what the next steps are. Over to the right there, if you want to take a screenshot of this, these are just some trending hashtags for France, okay? Obviously, there's a lot more. This is not an exhaustive list. We just wanted to give you something to sort of get started to look through both Facebook and Instagram. So really, it's a 3 steps that really, if you're interested, you need to do. The first step is right now, as you're getting familiar with France, create your initial list of interested friends and family, or people that have followed you perhaps, that are part of your free groups or have followed you on Instagram or Facebook, and so on and so forth. That's really the first step at the very base of this, while continuing to build your business, right? Number two, you can start right now, by the way. Invite them to the landing page to try out the sample workouts. The reason why we're suggesting February is because it will be a nice transition to go from trying out the sample workouts, right? Use January to sort of fill up your pipeline of people that are interested. February to then invite them to the landing page to try out the sample workouts, get familiar with us, and then in March, and then right in February, invite them to the March events, where we will have an informational meeting. I will be presenting, as well as probably another one or two other colleagues that are going to be joining us. Obviously, these will be in French, and these will be an hour worth of really presenting the total solution of what Beachbody offers: fitness, fitness, nutrition, and then obviously peer support and all the rewards that go hand in hand with being a Beachbody customer or a coach. This is going to be completely really, a binary approach where we talk about both sides of what it means to be a part of Beachbody. And then in March, obviously confirm attendance, and then follow up after the events. What we hope to do is by March is to give you a better idea of when the launch date is going to be. Right now, we do not have that, but by then we'll have a better idea of when the launch date is going to be, so we can communicate that with you. You can follow up and then invite them to join you, both either as a customer or as a coach. We welcome them all. Okay. One more time, this is it. This will also be part of your coach toolkit. Okay. Obviously, moving forward, we're going to have a team to support all of that, the same way that we have teams that support our North American, our Canadian, our US, our Canadian, as well as our UK business. You can expect the same, and your customers and coaches can expect the same, of what we believe is going to be a tremendous launch and a tremendous country to open into, to expand, to help you expand your franchise into, and ultimately to help people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. That's what we are about. Somewhere up here or down here, I'm going to put the link of the Coach Toolkit, as well as the landing page, so that if you are interested in joining us, put one more flag. Where are the flags? Right here, right? One more flag to this collection. Then please join us through that mailing list. I look forward to working with you, and here's to a great year of 2020. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.